kitchen. We're in the kitchen. Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm gonna need you to hit the subscribe button so that you and I can be locked in for life and be friends. If you're returning, hello my friend, thank you for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, give it a like, because today, baby, we're in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen, baby. We're in the kitchen, baby. This is such a chaotic intro because I haven't sang the little "We're in the Kitchen" song in quite a minute, and I feel like the logic in my head is that in every single one of my vlogs I am cooking or baking something in the kitchen, and it had completely slipped my mind that I started a little in the kitchen series sometime last year because I really do love in the kitchen, and the point of that series was to actually like make it fun, make it more of a hobby and not chore, right? Because I really do enjoy cooking. I enjoy baking. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So this is another episode of We're in the Kitchen, baby. Also, in the kitchen also means I get to sing and dance at random. Two things I can't do. Now, in the last 2 episodes of this very short series, which actually should be very long because again I live in the kitchen, I baked focaccia bread, and the first one I believe I made chocolate cake and it fell off. I bake and cook frequently, at least once every single week I do that, and I found that more of my recipes are like repetitive. So instead of baking today, I'm going to cook something. Two weeks ago, I had something to eat and something magical was happening in my mouth as I was eating, and I realized it's not anything but the thing I was eating. So I'm going to recreate that today and hopefully experience heaven all over again. And the secret thing that I magically came upon in my mouth was a sweet potato stuffed by creamed mushrooms in spinach. The opposing tastes of sweet from the potato and slightly salty from the spinach blew my mind. It blew my mind. I actually, to date, cannot believe how good that was. I think I shot a few clips, hopefully I include them here, that show just how utterly delicious. I just couldn't believe it. The memory of that sweet potato stuff with that spinach just blew my mind. Also today I am going to have peppers stuffed with rice. The rice is going to have vegetables, and that's going to be the meal. The majority of my meals is just vegetables because I am vegetarian. So I do a lot of starch, or I do like a wider variety of starches, from rices, quinoas, couscous, you know, the whole 9 yards. Today I have already soaked my sweet potatoes in a little bit of vinegar with water. I'm not going to peel the potatoes. I'm going to keep them like that. The whole thing behind this very heavenly experience, I believe, is that the sweet potato was so well softened. I had boiled it for a lengthy amount of time, so by the time I had been ready to stuff it, it was just like ready. It was just like opening up, and the experience was just divine. Firstly, I am going to take the sweet potatoes from the sink, wash them properly with my actual hands, and then put them in a pot and get them boiling. Gotten my sweet potatoes in a pot full of water. I'm gonna let them boil for as long as I possibly can to get it really nice and soft, because that I believe, I say this again, to be the most secret thing to make this recipe fly or flop. And while that happens, I'm going to soak my rice, rinse it, and then get it cooking as well. I quickly went outside to pick some spinach so that I can chop it up and get it ready for cooking. I like that I get to go outside and get some spinach. It's one of my favorite things. I love the convenience. I love that I get to have the vegetables when they're still fresh, and there's something different about the spinach batch, okay? It tastes different. I think it is because it's freshly picked and I know how I wash it. I know what I use to wash it. I know how long I keep it in water. And I prefer this. I prefer this over store-bought one. Probably because I have the convenience of it. And I also just always get like small batches like this. I never pick too much, obviously, because then it's just gonna sit in the fridge, and why would I want to do that? So I picked literally like 5 stocks. So how many are these? I think these are about 8 stocks, and we're good to go. I can prep this and have all of it tonight. Obviously not alone. While those other 2 graties get cooked on the stove, I'm gonna get started on prepping the other vegetables, chopping up the mushrooms, chopping up the spinach, preparing the paste. When I prepare my cream spinach, and I have no doubt there are 10,000 other different ways to prepare it, I saute onions first, and occasionally I'll put in some peppers, and I like including this garlic and ginger mixture. I know there are different variations of this as well. My other favorite one is garlic and herb. This is just so good in making the onion come out on top and make the mushrooms come alive. See, the onions are about to get on my eyes, but I'm bigger than that. I keep as much of the water on there. Don't let it drench out, because that's going to help it cook inside the pot, wherever you cook it in. If you can finish this whole thing and claim not to be full, I'm gonna be looking at you sideways, okay? I just will. I have to. I really do. Okay, the sweet potatoes and rice are coming along close to the end. As soon as the sweet potatoes are done, I'm going to cut them in half, oil them a bit, and then get them roasted, because I don't want them to be like cooked by the oven for the second time. I just need the roast to graze the top. I don't know if that makes sense. To cream my spinach, I have no doubt there are like 10,000 other ways to do this, but I use flour. I think this is about 2 tablespoons of flour. Excuse me. And I do some milk. So I'm gonna pour like however much is left in here. Actually, I don't know, maybe half of it. 4 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of flour to 4 tablespoons of milk. Then I'm going to use an immersion blender to get it to smooth up. This is also the mixture I use to make soups thicker. This is great for the spinach because sometimes I do drizzle some cheese. I'm not the biggest fan of dairy because I get skin breakouts. But the point is, I use this flour to milk mixture for the cream substitute of cream spinach. My rice is all ready for the stuffing. Oops, right there. And then back into the oven. Thai dish. I've got tomato, cucumber, and onion in there. I'm gonna drench this in soy sauce and use it to dip my bread as I eat. But usually this is like my pre-meal snack. And then I'll sometimes do like vinegar instead of soy sauce, but I'm in the mood of something really salty. So the soy sauce is going to be perfect for that. And that's what the bread is gonna be dipping. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I'm gonna need you to do just one thing, maybe two things. Have more vegetables in your food, and have a sweet potato stuffed with cream mushroom, because that is truly, that's just, yeah, it's gonna change your life. And also give it a like, leave a comment, share if you can, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. It's a fan. She can fan. She can fan. She's a fan.